Welcome, Bill, to the Talent MBA Expert Series. It's really great to have you here as a guest, especially since you and I actually worked at the same company over a decade ago. You've left the company, I've left the company since then, and you've gone on to create some really great, exciting new things. So full disclosure on that. Additionally, I do want to say that the company that you co-founded has since been acquired by Walmart. So that'll be part of the context of the conversation we'll be having today.
It's great to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
So tell us about yourself and your background and how you ended up as a co-founder of Alert Innovation.
Sure. So I spent the bulk of my career in the semiconductor industry, over 30 years. During this time, I had the opportunity to experience the evolution from completely manual to fully automated to fully digitized operations. Most recently, I worked at Global Foundries in Malta, New York, where I headed up the design and development of manufacturing automation, software, and data analytics systems worldwide. So I was very happy in my role, but began talking with an entrepreneur I had met, John Lert. And by the way, he'd hired away one of my best engineers while at a previous company. So John had shared his vision of putting robots in grocery stores to improve the lives of shoppers and increase the operational efficiency of grocery stores and do those at the same time. So the idea seemed a bit out there, but I was intrigued that, I kind of followed my intuition. This could be something. Having had an impact on how semiconductors are manufactured, I was attracted by this opportunity to change a different and even bigger industry. So I began talking with John on weekends and evenings, and this progressed on to my sketching concepts we shared. And I love to sketch. It's a skill my grandfather taught me. It's something I do a lot. So together we became increasingly excited about the impact our concepts could have on stores. And that moved on to, we began prototyping a mobile robot design in a friend's garage. So truly a garage startup up in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then ultimately we met Walmart, who was looking for technology very much like we had conceived and prototyped. So we received funding and founded Alert in August of 2016 with just 8 initial hires.
Wow, that's awesome. Your career transition from a mechanical engineer in the semiconductor, as you said, to a leader of a manufacturing startup, and now as a corporate officer with the world's largest retailer, is an impressive trajectory. So I guess, what do you attribute this success to? So, I do know you have an MBA, so maybe that played a part in it.
Yeah, well, I attribute my MBA to definitely giving me the confidence to leave a great job and have the courage to try a startup. That I think made a big difference. Adding business and finance knowledge to my technical background, I'm a very technical person, was reassuring at the minimum. And I believe there were other very important ingredients to my success. First, reputation. A lot of this, I built a strong reputation for being able to recognize hard problems to solve, come up with creative solutions, and ultimately develop and deploy them in factories. So, but I think the most important thing, I attribute the ingredient to my success being my networking and relationships.
And so you and your co-founder started in 2016 with an aspiration, as I recall reading some of your bio, is that you were looking to improve people's lives through innovation, which led to the idea of the Alpha Bot prototype. So that journey itself is worthy of a long discussion. But I do want to address the fact that I do realize that launching a manufacturing startup is very reliant on assembling the right technical talent. So I'm curious to hear more about your experience about that when you created Alert Innovation.
Sure. I firmly believe I could never have achieved any of the things we've done without the great people I'd worked with and collaborated with over my career. I'd been at IBM Digital Equipment, for people that still remember Digital Assist. It was a semiconductor automation supplier that went from startup to NASDAQ company in the 90s. Brooks Automation, and then Global Foundries. But the important thing, these folks helped me grow my experience, my knowledge, and my ability to lead. And one of the most satisfying things in my life now is working with people I'd recruited from every one of these companies. So, the company now, we have people from all of these, and they're people I love to work with then, and even more so during our startup. Even more satisfying for me now, though, is seeing them become great friends, collaborating and doing great things together. So I refer to the original 8 folks we recruited as the dream team. But for me, it was a little bit like being in heaven, surrounded by some of the best of your work life. And what made it even better was knowing that we were on a mission to improve people's lives through innovation, starting with retail. This why further motivated all of us to work together and make our startup successful. Also important was intentionally defining the culture we wanted as we grew a company. Our CEO, John Lurt, had created a culture document that I think was very important that set the norms of our culture. Pretty basic stuff, but it was really grounding. First was the golden rule, of course, treat others like you like to be treated. The power of person, the importance that we give people flexibility and we respect people for who they are. The power of team, our importance that we can form teams that work together closely to succeed. The fourth was the power of truth and humility, that we're always honest with ourselves and honest with our suppliers, honest with our customers. And finally, the fifth, the power of commitment and accountability. So by setting these norms, even though they sound obvious, they were really important. And even our recruiting process, many of the people we recruited over the years have mentioned that this document helped attract them to work with us, because I believe this ultimately helped them and helped us become recognized as the best place to work.
Tell us about your current role with Walmart and why you think the future of grocery shopping is poised for great things through robotics.
Sure. So it very much goes back to our mission as a startup of improving people's lives while making stores operate more efficiently. It's now obvious when I say that how aligned it is with Walmart's motto, save money, live better. It was kind of the same idea that we're making something more efficient while at the same time making customers' lives easier. So Walmart is absolutely fully committed to finding ways to serve more customers more cost effectively while at the same time improving the lives and careers of our associates. So everything we do starts with the impact on customers and associates. Technology is, though, our enabler, not our focus. We like to say Walmart is a people-led, technology-enabled company. And I believe that this clear understanding of who we are is key to our current and future success. It's very exciting for our team to think about the millions of people's lives we can positively impact through innovation and automation. And even better, we're just in the beginning of our journey. The opportunity to automate the world's largest supply chain is awesome, but it's not the end point. As I learned in automating some of the world's most advanced semiconductor factories, automation is the enabler of digitization. And that to me is where everything really comes together. Having access to data from all aspects of the business enables our AI to now optimize every store to perform as well as the very best. And as the stores and customers change, the learning is now available to all the stores. So there's never been a better time to be in automation and retail. And someone who likes to solve problems and change an industry, I can't imagine a better gig. So every day I'm working on something exciting, and there are so many opportunities to make an impact.
No, that's great. There's a lot more to come, obviously, with additional questions we'll have for you. But I really want to thank you at this point for being part of the expert series. It's obvious that your success was driven by your passion and your talent. And, you had the right product at the right time for, a very competitive retail industry. So for the TalentMBA audience, the remaining part of our interview with Bill is seen below. And join us again next month for another guest on TalentMBA Expert Series. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Pedro, for your kind words and the opportunity. It's been a lot of fun.